we want to go back to the Active Directory blade. And if we look across the top here, next on the cog, next to the cog, we can click it and we will see our Active Directory tenants. Now, as you can see here, I've got the default directory tenant that is automatically created when your account is created. And I've got a lab tenant that I subsequently created after the account was created. We're going to create a brand new Active Directory tenant, and that's why we're here. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to go up here at the top next to the plus sign and click Create. This is going to be an Azure Active Directory tenant type, not the B2C. We're going to click on Next Configuration, and we're going to name this some organization name that we want to have it. So this will be, how about the OC Lab? Okay, and then we're going to do, the domain is going to be the OC Lab .omnicron, Microsoft, so on and so forth. You know how I go. All right, and we're going to make sure the location say United States, and then we're going to go next. Right, validation pass, we can review and create, and we're going to create. We got to put our captions in there and hope that don't jam us up. Submit. Tenant creation in progress. This will take a few minutes. So I'm going to assume it worked. We'll just leave this right here for now and see what they show us. And we can start us a little stopwatch to see how long it takes. Knowing that Microsoft's refresh game is not the best, it may not just tell me I might refresh the page before I find out if it was stuff around something. Oh, there it is. Did you see it just changed? Took about 30 seconds. Tenant creation was successful. Click here to navigate to your new tenant, the OC Lab. Click. All right, and Active Directory switched us into the OC Lab, and we are here now. If we went right here to directories icon and clicked it, we can see that we have the OC Lab, the default directory, and my tenant, and we can switch in between them. So default directory here, I can switch back to it. This is the one we were in originally. And then if I want to go to my OC Lab directory, I would just go here and click switch again. And now I'm back in the OC Lab directory. We have our default user, of course, right there, who is a member. All right, so, and that is the end of step 3 of this lab. The next step is step 4, and that is to authorize a guest account, manage some guest users for Active Directory. So that is what we will begin to do now. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. We are still in our OC Lab organization. So we're going to add a user. So we're going to go click on create new user. And this user's name is going to be Hubboy at the OC Lab. You get the gist, right? Hubboy. I'm going to create a temporary password for Hubboy. I could go ahead and select some groups and role stuff right from here while I'm creating this user, but nope, we're going to go through the steps one by one. I'm going to find the usage location to be our usage location, which is, where are you? United States. Job title, he's going to be a sysadmin as well. And that's also in the IT department. Take another quick look. Looks good. Let's create this user. Close. A couple of refreshes. There it. That is crazy how that does that. Hubboy. We're going to click on Hubboy. we're going to take that principal for our clipboard and we're just going to scroll down a little bit, take a look at this monitor, look at some properties. All right, and then we're going to get back up out of there. Now, let's go back to directories, click the button, and we're going to switch back to our default directory. Switch. All right, we're going to go over here in the left to users. And we're going to say new user. And we're going to invite an external user. So we want to invite Hubboy over here to join the fun with these guys in the sysadmin or in the cloud admin group and to be able to do some stuff over here. So I'm gonna click invite, and this is invite user, and the user's name is Hubboy, and his email address we put in our clipboard here, so we're gonna paste that, and it's Hubboy at the oclab.omicron theta. Okay, and we're gonna make his usage location the old US of A. United States. Job title is definitely going to be sysadmin. And we're going to make him part of the IT department. All right, and we can click invite. Now, one thing, this piece is presuming that this is a good email. We know that it is not, because the user will receive an email that says you've been invited to a different Active Directory group. Follow these steps to join up. But since this is not a real email address, we won't receive that message. But you know what? Maybe if I just put an email address I can see in here, we would get to see what that looks like. But we're not going to bother. That's something you can try in your own lab. Put your own email in there, see if you get the message, and go through the steps. Right now, we're going to go ahead and click invite. As you can see, it says inviting user, successfully invited user Hubboy. And we're going to do a couple of refreshes and see if it shows up here. Let's give it a second. There it is right there. Hubboy is user type guest. There's his identity, and the creation type is invitation. So if we click on Hubboy, we can go through here and look at a little bit of stuff, right? And I can edit properties on Hubboy. If I needed to change some stuff, we're gonna press cancel. So now that we see we got Hubboy in there, we need to add him to the appropriate group. So we're gonna go to groups. We can add Hubboy to the group from here. Or we can just go back to Active Directory, go to groups. We'll see what group we want to add Hubboy to. Let's go to lab admin. And let's go to members. And we can add members, and then we'll say Hubboy. And we can just add that user account straight to the lab admins folder. Member successfully added. Refresh. There he is, Hubboy. User type guest.